Do you see that I'm recording it to the iCloud?
Okay, cool.
Do you want to begin reading? I don't know where we left off.
Oh, okay. I'll start with at tea time on 14 November, Baba called Irene and asked, "Why are you upset about my telling you to speak at the Council for Business? I gave you the order of silence. Now I tell you to speak for that time. And after that, you must be silent again and not think that you have spoken. Think it's not you who has spoken, but Baba. If you don't, it will create complications, and I don't want more complications. Maya is trying to make me leave, but I will and must stay here till the end of December at least." Kitty said, "Yes, and we will be settled in the other house on the 16th. Baba laughed and said, "Settled? You mean unsettled. More complications will follow." He added, "But whatever happens, I must stay in Ceylon at least till the end of December." And he reminded them to take extra care of their health. The sidebar says,
yes.
Elizabeth drove Irene and Chanji to the talk the next day. Baba instructed Irene to say, "Baba," before speaking and again after her talk, when she was to resume keeping silence. Baba and both the women and men Mandali left Vayangoda for Kandy at 8:30 a.m. on 16 November in two buses and a car, while the luggage was brought in a truck. Baba ordered his bus stopped at a corner in town for 10 minutes to see whether Chadi Baba had gotten into the bus. The must was cooperative and they resumed and they continued. The drive of 75 miles from Colombo to Kandy cuts through coconut plantations, fertile farmland, with an occasional working elephant, and mountain passes. As Mani jotted in her diary, there was heavenly scenery all along the way. When they arrived at Primrose Hill Estate after 2 hours, they found it delightful. The house was on the mountain slopes of a tea estate, and Mani noted, "The view of the river and the mountains is too beautiful for words." Kandy, as one guidebook puts it, is a highly touted city that deserves every word of praise that has been heaped upon it. Nestled in a valley, it combines the delights of lush tropical paradise with mountainous splendor. Mehera too remembered. Kandy was a hill station, lovely, green and lush, with coconut palms. Baba stayed in a small house on top of the hill with the men and Chadi Baba, while the women resided in a separate house at the foot of the hill. But the next day it was cloudy with rain and mist. And when Baba came to them, he was not pleased. It took a few moments for everyone to gather, and Baba said, oh, to gather, for everyone to gather. And Baba said, I was waiting for you. You should sit so that I can see you. I want to see that your dead bodies are here. Why
Oh,
did you not obey me when I told you to sit there? Kitty never comes quickly. She has gotten into that habit. Today, the weather is not nice. It's like the climate in the West, which I hate. They say that from December, it's like Switzerland here. You Westerners are like streptococcus. You like this chilly climate. I like it when it is cloudless, windless, sunny, and cold. This morning, everything seemed to be turning round and round. I feel giddy nowadays. The two doctors, Don and Nilu, advised me not to eat rice or potatoes, as I work sitting most of the time and don't feel very well inside. They say to have fish. The doctors are so puzzled. In Meherabad, when they examined my urine, sometimes they found lots of sugar and sometimes none at all. Here they expected more sugar because of the altitude, but they find none. They can't understand it, but it's my work. It depends on the strain of my work. For 10 days, I will work hard. Then we go sightseeing. So Baba had intermittent, what's that sugar condition called? Diabetes?
diabetes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Is that so? I didn't know that. Huh.
I didn't know that either.
Oh, well, Baba then added, for the past 2 days, England is having a very bad time. Terrible air raids. Sidebar says on 14 November 1940, the Nazis devastated Coventry, England, with incendiary bombs that gutted the city, famed for its airplane engine plants and St. Michael's Cathedral. Activities on the war front were reflected in Chadi Baba's behavior.
Oh, no. I don't know what happened.
Well, click the share button again and
I don't get it.
yeah, the internet has been acting up the last couple of weeks. I've seen online that
I'll look for it. I'll look
aurora
for it.
borealis or sun activity, more sun activity.
It just takes clicking on the wrong thing.
Oh yeah.
Hi. What I have the mirror books, the three of them. Where are you in the books?
I don't know, Marcia.
Oh, okay.
Hi,
I
Dr.
just
I read like a reading machine, and I did not absorb what chapter it is. I know it's book 2.
Yes.
okay. I got book 2.
No, I just want to make sure that you were able to get on the video call.
No, I wasn't able to.
Okay, so did someone give you a number to call?
No,
Oh, cool. I have a pulsing record notification. That's new.
Zoom probably updated. That's what happens. They update and then we don't know what they've added, you know? It's like crazy.
Yeah, it's nice. It starts infinitesimally small and pulses larger.
Wow.
Up in the left corner there. It's not doing that for yours, Marcia?
I'm on my iPhone. It doesn't say anything. What are you on? Are you on an iPad or a laptop?
Oh, an Android phone.
Oh, that's your I think I don't know. I don't have the same things on mine as you.
Uh-huh. Uh, yeah.
And
How we doing, Tina? Have you found the record button or the
no,
share button?
I'm trying to get the phone number from the doctor.
what are you talking about? Phone number from the
Oh,
doctor.
hang on and
Well,
I'll pause the
I'll-
recording.
Okay,
Okay. Activities on the war front were reflected in Chadi Baba's behavior. Today, for the first time, Chadi Baba got angry and sent his food and dishes all flying out the window. He kept on saying, I am hungry. I am a child. So they gave him food 3 times, and every time he threw it away. Previously at Hikgala Estate, Baba had commented, Europe soon will face famine and people will eat dogs and cats. War, earthquakes, famine, all at the same time. Continuing about the must, Baba said, he loves the cold. He sits all the time on the stone floor with the windows open, yet he never catches a cold or anything. That's because he is indifferent to the body. Chadi Baba is in a new mood lately. He asked for 2 pails of water, poured it in his room, and sits in the middle of the puddle. Every action of such ones means something significant. He looks beautiful with his big belly. He calls everyone Swami, meaning sir, and he calls me Anna, which means big brother in Tamil. The house in Kandy had plenty of lizards, most of which were crawling on the wall in the kitchen. To prevent them from contaminating the food, Katie tossed them on the floor, and Baidul's daughter, Daula, swatted them with her sandal. The day before, Baba heard the commotion and came to see what was going on. When Daula reported that she and Katie had killed 7 lizards in only 15 minutes, Baba admonished them, don't kill lizards. Anything that directly injures should be killed, but not lizards. Catch them and throw them outside. They eat flies and are useful. He added jokingly, if you kill them, you will be a lizard in your next birth. Before leaving the group, Baba informed them that a telegram had been received concerning Shireen Mai, who was ill. After working well with Chadi Baba on 18 November, Baba was in a good mood when he came to visit the women in the afternoon and spoke about his work. I never saw the old must so happy, all the time laughing and uttering, I am a child. Then uttering, I am old. He had a big meal today and mixed his rice, dal, and water all together. Today, he also told the boys to bring in mud, spread it on the floor, and he sat in it. I told the boys to give him whatever he asked for. I too worked quite hard today. He was quite happy sitting in the mud and water. Every time I go to him, I get splashed. Saints are real children, and God is their mother. And until you become a child, you cannot enter this kingdom. Picture Narina as a child, but mad. I can see Nadine as a child, but not quite as mad. If she were mad, she would start biting Narina's nose. And if Narina were mad, Elizabeth would catch the first boat to America. If Carmen Massey were mad, she would throw Savak Cotwell's aunt, Banubai, out the window. And Mansari would throw each and every one out the window. Kitty would learn 10 more languages to cook together in one pot. Kitty was in charge of the kitchen, and in trying to communicate to the servants, she had the habit of mixing up the few Gujarati and Marathi words she knew, mispronouncing them all, to Baba's amusement. Today I am happy, Baba continued. If I work like this for 5 more days, we take the bus and go round, seeing Kandy, the temples, lake, and gardens. Scroll, please. Baba spoke about the possibilities of getting more musts to come for his work, saying that Saltoon's sister had traced 4 in the whole of Ceylon, but that only one was very advanced. He lives in Jaffna in the north. Many educated people worship him. Judges, advocates, all go to him, but he doesn't go to anyone. They beg him to come to their houses, but he doesn't accept. He is very dirty looking. He wears dirty clothes, has saliva running down his mouth. He appears mad-like, but miracles happen, which make people worship him. The next day, 19 November, Baba reported to the women, Fatih Kaka wired from Jaffna that it is impossible to get this must. It's because of the language. Fatty can't speak it. The must said, too much work now. I will come someday. He is a Tipu Baba type, a Majzub on the 6th plane. Fadi must have tried his best. That day was sunny, and Baba remarked, if it could be like this every day, it would be lovely. It seems not 2 men here agree to a weather forecast. Wherever we go, it rains. London, Cannes, Ranchi, and now here. Today would be a fine day to go to the Candy Gardens, but the blue bus hasn't come yet. Will it come in time or just when we are leaving? Scroll, please. The bus was supposed to have arrived a day before the group's arrival in Ceylon, but there had been delays. The next day, Margaret read the weather report aloud, which stated that there was rain for 9 months a year in Ceylon, with fine weather only in March, April, and May. Last night, I did not sleep because of work, Baba informed them. Chadi Baba was banging on the door all night, shouting, "Who's there?" It is something new. He never did that before. Rats as big as cats were racing across the ceiling all night. Baba then said that he was thinking of speeding up his work to do the work of 3 months and 15 days. For the past 2 days, I have worked hard. If I work like this for 15 days, it can be done. One day I will stay over there, the other house, work and fast the whole day on water and honey. And the one day that I will stay here, no fasting. After that, Baba said they could go sightseeing, but not spend money on long excursions, as their landlord had taken rupees 500 more than Baba originally offered. Meanwhile, the Mandali will look for an ideal seacoast, which is what I wanted all the time, along the Malabar coast in South India, at a place like Calicut or Cochin. These are large seaports where it is not hot or very cold, but pleasant, and there is no rain, where you can swim and get drowned. Baba wanted an ideal place on the coast before July 1941 and added, I want a place not far from Ceylon because of the west. Before leaving, Baba referred to the heavy mist shrouding their bungalow. You all may like this weather, but I don't. I have to walk up the hill to Chadi Baba in the damp grass, and my feet get cold. He concluded, be ready to leave by the 10th of December. Can we have another reader? Meher, are you there? Or Tina, are you available? Marcia?
I'm here, but I lost the space I was doing. Where are we?
I'm
got my
not
book.
available. I'm on the phone with my doctor.
I'm
Okay.
available. I just want to find it in my book. It's easier to read. You pause for a
Yeah.
second.
So it's page 124, Marcia, at the
Okay.
top.
Okay, I'm ready. Just 1 second. Do you want me to show you the picture? There's a picture.
No, just go ahead and read,
Okay.
please.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm okay. He concluded, be ready to leave by the 10th of December. When Baba came to the women's bungalow on 21st November, the skies had cleared and the sun was shining brightly, but the blue bus had still not arrived from Meherabad. And Baba again hoped that it would come before it was time for them to leave. Baba also spoke about their travel plans. Calicut is a bigger city, but Cochin is more beautiful. Boats going east and west touch there. Also, it is a state. The Maharaja of Cochin is a physician. It is a famous seaport, almost the first European settlement in the East. It serves all our purposes. Norina made a comment about the tremendous amount of baggage they had with them, and Baba said, learn not to complain when anything is bad, and don't be so pleased if it is so good. But then he complimented her by saying, nothing can really talk to anyone. Norina can really talk to anyone. She can talk about me to the Raja of Cochin, who is a snake charmer. Later that day, in Elizabeth's car, Baba took the women in groups of 6 to the botanical gardens. The weather for once was perfect. When they returned home, they had their one meal of the day, which Baba served to them, commenting, Adam's Peak is now freezing. Candy is so far, has not been so bad after all. These 5 days have been nice and sunny. These 4 days I worked so hard as I have not done anywhere else before. Very hard. The place is good. The circumstances are nice. And the old man Shakti Baba is in a good mood. That helps too. In Kandy, my work is fine, but my every bone is aching in Cochin. No excursions, only swim, and boating in the lagoon. Climbing after meals is very bad. You must not do it. Walk, don't climb. Addressing Narina, who was sewing, Baba said, I want to shoot people who sew in my presence. Oh. Then Baba told them an amusing story. One man who had seen fruits but never a fruit tree was taken to an apricot tree one day. Admiring the small apricots on the large tree, he said, if the tree of the small apricot is so big, how large must be the tree of a watermelon? As announced, Baba stayed at the Mandalays the entire day on 22 November, fasting on water and honey. The following day, he took the women on another outing around Kandy to the lake and spice gardens. Mehera had always loved nature, was fascinated to see how many common household spices are grown. We saw spices like cinnamon, nutmeg, and cardamom hanging from the trees. It was a very beautiful garden, and the guide told us all about it. Baba took us to a black pepper plantation too, and in the afternoon they went to see some elephants bathing. That afternoon, the blue bus arrived. Before leaving them that day, Baba commented about Erish's uncle, Maharaji Mamasata, who was working in China. Things must be going very bad in China because Gaime's brother, who never budged from China, is now shifting. 55, on the road again. Meher Baba was not in a good mood when he came to visit the women on 24 November 1940. First, without consulting him, Kitty had ordered whole wheat bread, which is more expensive, rather than the usual bread for the toast, and butter that was now allowed in the morning. When everyone had gathered, Baba said, why did I pick you all? All secondhand stuff. Not one of you is quiet, healthy, or normal, not mad, masked, and not fit. Even Krishna had lame, blind, and hunchback people around him, all crippled disciples. Baba then ordered a change in their routine. I've changed my plans, readjusted things. When the sun shines, I will come here and see places, etc., etc. When it is raining, I will stay in at the other house, work, and fast. I will take only tea every morning and food at 4 o'clock with you all. As long as Maya plays her rotten tricks, it will keep changing my program. We will go to 2 places today, the best in Ceylon, to Dambula and Anuradhapura. Everyone eat well. Don't let this morning's incident make you hesitate to take more butter when you want it. Take as much food as you need. Eat well. Baba read them a telegram from someone in Bombay. He said he is following instructions, the orders, and asked for speedy God realization. Hafiz says, when I become a lover, I thought I had already the pearl in my hand. I did not know how deep was the ocean and how rough the waves. That day, the entire group went to see places associated with Lord Buddha. They left at 7:30 a.m. in Elizabeth's car and the blue bus for Dambula, which was reached 3 hours later. Mani noted in her diary, lovely weather, lovelier view. Baba showed them the famous Black Rock Cave Monastery, where there is a 50-foot-long relief carving of a reclining Baba and murals on the walls depicting scenes from Baba's life. Next, they went to Anuradhapura, Mehera-Meher, an ancient city famous for its ruins. Here they saw the Butu tree, part of the original pipal tree from Gaya, India, under which Buddha became God realized. I'm going to read that again. Baba showed them the famous Black Rock Cave Monastery, where there is a 50-foot-long relief carving of a reclining Buddha and murals on the walls depicting scenes from Buddha's life. Next, they went to Anuradhapura, an ancient city famous for its ruins. Here they saw the Bodhi tree, part of the original pipal tree from Gaya, India, under which Buddha became God realized. The tree was planting as a great grafting. Mehera explained, from the famous tree in India where Buddha got enlightenment, it had a grayish-white branches. Although only a fragment of the original tree now remains, it is said to be the oldest tree in existence. Wow. Their guide, a man who looked French with curly hair and a quaint accent, pointed out the sacred spots associated with Buddha and narrated stories about his life. According to him, one huge stupa contained Buddha's right collarbone. The next day, Baba came to the woman's house at 5:30 a.m., had tea with them, and left at 7 a.m. They were to resume singing the 7 names of God every morning at 8 a.m. and to sing the new prayer, Tu Nirakar, you are formless, at 6 p.m. Baba came to see them again that day at 2 p.m. with new travel plans. If it doesn't rain in Calicut, it will be nice and cool. We will hear in a play or two from every point of view, climate, work, and my plan. Then he introduced a new destination. Jaipur or Udaipur would be ideal. But the question is, will you all stand the bus journey for so far in winter? It is very cold but dry. It is a healthy climate and very suitable for my work. Either Ajmer or a seaport at Kathiawar, near where Congress headquarters are, all very nice. If we don't go there, we can stay here until March. Can you all stay on the bus journey? 7 days, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. continuously. If we go to Rajputana, Rajasthan, we must go soon. From my point of view, work point of view, we must settle down someplace for 3 months by the 15th of December. Wherever we stay, I shall go out for some days, every few days. So if Calicut's okay, we go there. If not, either Rajputana. If we go, I shall stop at Ramnad for 2 days. One very good master is there. He's 108 years old, a Muslim, well known. So one of these 3 places. Better, of course, from all points. Better in the sense of easier. Would it be Rajputana? But work can be done anywhere. So what do you all say, honestly? The majority preferred staying in Kandy, and Baba said, most prefer here, so we stay here happily. If I were alone, I would 100% favor Rajputana. But since I am with you all, it's different, a world of difference. Baba changed the topic to the mosques. One of the 4 mosques in Ceylon came, the Muslim. I bathed him. One of the 4 mosques in Ceylon came. A Muslim. I bathed him, fed him, and sent him back. He is old and a very good one. He eats nothing, takes tea, talks of nothing else, only the names of saints. So many names, you get a headache. In Kandy, I would have worked so well, and no doubt I was helped by Chadi Baba. In Vijayanagada, it was now most difficult. But over here, I have worked very hard as nowhere before. It is the same to me whether or not we stay here till March, because I can work just the same. It may not be as easy as Rajputana, but the work will not suffer. I will never let anything come in the way of work. I would not even ask you. I would just say, pack up, we're leaving. If I am alone, it's different. With you, you are all ill or quarrel. It would be a miracle if you were not ill and did not quarrel. Baba left for 15 minutes to speak and the men Mandalay who were waiting for him in the garage. When he Baba left for 15 minutes to speak with the Mandalay who were waiting for him in the garage. When he returned, he said, in 15 minutes, 4 of the Mandalay solved this difficult problem. Two barbers on one side, Don and Nilu, and Fatty Kaka and the other bizarre man, Vishnu, on the other. Both barbers said, from a medical point of view, Rajputana immediately. They started that if the rain continues, by January, half of us will have rheumatism of the 1st degree. And I said, it is not from a medical point of view that I want it. They wiggled but could not prove what they said. The bizarre man said, from a practical point of view, then, Fatty took all sides. In the end, Fatty and the bizarre man got a brainstorm between themselves, and we three applauded. They said, keep intact your desire to leave on the 10th of December, arrive Calicut on the 15th, stay for 15 days near the seacoast as you wanted, and from there go to Rajputana. Does anyone else want to read now? I'm going to get a drink of water. Or somebody can read.